What if I told you that one of baseball's biggest comeback stories might be heading right back to where his resurgence happened? Former MLB general manager Jim Duquette just dropped a major prediction about Cody Bellinger's free agency, and it's got the entire baseball world talking. Stick around because we're breaking down why the Yankees might be about to lock in one of the most valuable two-way players in baseball, and which teams could crash this party with massive offers. What's up, baseball fans? If you've been following this offseason, you know Cody Bellinger is one of the names everyone's watching. The former MVP who battled injuries, rebuilt his career, and just had an incredible season with the Yankees is now testing free agency. And according to Jim Duquette on MLB Network Radio, we might already know where he's landing. Duquette believes Bellinger is heading back to the Bronx on a 6-year deal worth around $200 million. That's Freeman and Nimmo money we're talking about. But here's the thing. The Dodgers, Blue Jays, and Mets are all lurking in the shadows, each with their own reasons to make a serious push. So let's dive into why Bellinger became such a hot commodity, what makes this prediction so believable, and which dark horse teams could steal him away. Let's rewind for a second. Just a few years ago, Cody Bellinger looked like he might never return to his MVP form. After winning the award in 2019 with the Dodgers, injuries absolutely derailed his career. His shoulder issues affected his swing mechanics, his numbers plummeted, and suddenly, this once elite player was struggling to stay relevant. The Cubs took a chance on him, hoping a change of scenery would spark something. And while he showed flashes, he never quite became the Bellinger we remembered. Then came 2025 with the Yankees. Playing in pinstripes, Bellinger put together one of the best bounce-back seasons we've seen in recent memory. He slashed .274 333 488 with 28 home runs and 91 RBIs. But here's what really stands out. 8 outs above average defensively. That's elite territory. He wasn't just hitting well, he was saving runs in the field, playing both center field and first base at a high level. That positional versatility is absolutely crucial. How many power hitters can you plug into center field one day and first base the next without losing defensive value? That's what makes Bellinger special and exactly why Duquette called him one of the most valuable players on the market. So why does Duquette think the Yankees are the favorites here? It comes down to fit, familiarity, and finances. First, the fit is perfect. The Yankees need that left-handed power in their lineup, especially with the short porch in right field at Yankee Stadium. Bellinger thrived there in 2025, and the organization knows exactly what they're getting. There's no guesswork involved. Second, familiarity matters in free agency more than people realize. Bellinger just spent a season in New York. He knows the clubhouse, the coaching staff, the pressure of playing in the Bronx, and he succeeded in that environment. Why mess with what works? And third, the finances line up. The Yankees have always been willing to spend on proven talent, and at around $33 million per year over 6 years, Bellinger isn't breaking the bank by Yankees standards. Compare that to what they've spent on Aaron Judge or Garrett Cole, and this becomes a very manageable contract for a player who provides elite defense and 25 to 30 home run potential. Jim Duquette put it perfectly when he said, "His positional versatility, plus defense kind of fits as well as the offense. I think he's a really valuable player, and I think he's going back." When you add everything up, the Yankees reunion just makes too much sense. But hold on, because this isn't a done deal. 3 teams are reportedly in the mix, and each one has compelling reasons to go after Bellinger. Let's start with the Dodgers. This would be the ultimate homecoming. LA knows Bellinger's ceiling better than anyone because they watched him win an MVP there. After resetting their luxury tax, they have payroll flexibility to spend. But here's the sneaky part. Even if they don't desperately need Bellinger, they might bid aggressively just to drive up the price for their biggest rival, the Yankees. Nothing would make the Dodgers happier than forcing the Yankees to overpay. Then you've got the Blue Jays. Toronto needs left-handed pop desperately, and they've been searching for lineup stability for years. They inquired about Bellinger last winter, but couldn't make the finances work. This year might be different. If they're serious about competing in the AL East, adding a proven bat like Bellinger could be the move that changes their trajectory. The question is whether they're willing to commit that kind of money. And finally, the Mets. Queens is always interesting because Steve Cohen has shown he's willing to spend whatever it takes to win. The Mets need a middle-of-the-order bat to complement Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor. Their lineup was mediocre in 2025, finishing middle of the pack in OPS. Bellinger would immediately upgrade their offense and give them the defensive flexibility they've been missing. Plus, imagine the New York rivalry if Bellinger goes from the Yankees to the Mets. That storyline writes itself. Let's talk about this projected 6-year, $200 million contract. That puts Bellinger in the same financial neighborhood as Freddie Freeman and Brandon Nimmo. Is he worth it? When you break down what Bellinger brings, the answer is yes for the right team. You're not just paying for 28 home runs. You're paying for a guy who can play Gold Glove caliber defense at multiple premium positions. You're paying for a left-handed bat with proven success in big markets and high-pressure situations. You're paying for durability. He played a full season in 2025 without injury concerns. The risk is that you're betting on consistency. Can Bellinger replicate his 2025 success over 6 years? Father Time is undefeated, and committing $200 million to a player entering his 30s always carries some risk. But compared to other free agents available this winter, Bellinger offers a unique combination of offense and defense that few players can match. For a contender trying to get over the hump, that 6-year investment could be the difference between a division title and watching October from home. So where does Cody Bellinger end up? Jim Duquette thinks it's back to the Yankees, and honestly, that feels like the safest bet right now. The fit is too perfect, and New York has every reason to bring him back after his successful 2025 campaign. But don't sleep on the Dodgers, Blue Jays, or Mets. Any of those teams could jump in with a competitive offer, and if a bidding war breaks out, that $200 million price tag could climb even higher. This is one of the most fascinating free agency situations we'll see all winter, because it's not just about the money. It's about fit, positional flexibility, and which team is willing to commit long-term to a player who just proved he's still elite. What do you think? Is Bellinger heading back to the Bronx, or does another team swoop in and steal him? Drop your predictions in the comments below. And if you want more off-season coverage and breaking news, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks so much for watching.